Jimmy, let's talk tackling.
Yes. Look, there's been a great discussion about, obviously, the sling tackle, but are players trying to, milk it, I guess? Because whenever you have a free kick come into vogue, players' first thing they do is, how can we exploit this? And, of course, the conversation started way back with Nathan Broad. And, look, I think we're all pretty comfortable. We don't want that in the game. There's concussion here. But where the confusion came in, and we touched on this last week, is the grading. So we've got 2 weeks, 1 week, and this whole line, Damo, we've spoken about is the potential to cause greater injury. Now, there's potential to cause injury in all contests.
And that one wasn't an injured one in Sparrow?
No. So this is this potential to cause. We've got 1 week with Taylor Adams here. But what's starting to happen now, we've got players unaware what to do. There's confusion. Do they stand up in the tackle? Do they go down with the tackle and potentially get a free kick? Cal Ward is probably arguing in that point. Does Lachie Neale contribute to this? Clayton Oliver, probably the most aggressive of the last 4 that we saw.
Not sided.
Not sided, because Luke Parker jumps up and plays on. So there's such a moving feast with it, Damo.
No, there is, Jimmy, and you and I do discuss this quite regularly, probably too often, to be honest with you, but is there scope, and I'm going to speak to the AFL about this, is there scope for this incident that have been cited to still be cited, to miss a week of footy, but to still retain eligibility for the Brownlow?
So this is back to the discussion we've had a lot, is football and non-football acts, and I'm the believer that should be the first column you have on the MRO, because then you can elevate the tummy punches and the punching, because that's not part of our game. But it allows a little bit of leniency for accidents that do happen in the game, and we want to call it that word, the fabric of the game. We want to see some tackling, some physical. So
yes, but be suspended, miss a week, but be eligible to win the biggest award.
This is the point I'm getting to. So if you do get suspended for a football act up to a week, you should still be eligible for the Brownlow.
I thought at the Rules Committee, which I was sitting on at the time with Steve Hocking, that we came to a consensus that if you punch, regardless, if you go bang like that, it's a week, and if you go like that, it goes up in gradients. The Tommy whack on Dacos, nothing much in it, but it was still a punch.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to be pedantic, probably that should have got a week. And to your point, in-game things should be maybe considered a bit different.
Yeah, just to finalise that point, that's a football action, and if you get a week, it's actually costing you your chance to win the Brownlow anyway. So.
Yeah. Ed, Swans have got a lot of problems. We've known that. The 2 McCartan brothers are out still with concussion issues, and Dane Rampy's been missing since round 4. I can tell you tonight he's got a bulging disc. That's the official damage that he's got. Won't be playing again this week. Look, it could be a day-to-day matter. He could return for the week after, but at the same time, the Swans don't know if that's the case, and he's as crucial as anyone with what's going on there.
A quick question with that notice. What is is there any mail on what's going on with the McCartans?
Look, in terms of Paddy, I can't see any form of resolution around whether he even trains again inside a month with the experts that are.
And then it's going to get down to a legal situation.
Yep.
So the clubs also the directors of football clubs are now asking for indemnities against prosecution down the track, or to be sued as the
club doctor.
As the club directors for any of these things. And the AFL having a blue at the moment with the clubs and the AFLPA as to who would pick up that money, whether it's paid for insurance or whether they pay out in civil damages. It's getting murkier and murkier. I don't know, maybe it's taken a while to get the AFL CEO because no one wants it. There's a lot of things going on in footy at the moment.